platoon is crippled, we cannot accomplish the mission. It's already hard enough to do it with everybody firing on all cylinders. If you've got weak links, it's going to implode around them. So Sergeant Watson began to mentor me to be a better leader. And I went back and started teaching Floyd how to lead a little bit better. I put more time and effort into him. I spent that extra moment saying, all right, hey, it's okay. Here, take the compass. Put him out front. Let him get lost a couple times. Be patient with him. So that when the day came, at least when they say, get it on, I look over to my right. As goofy as he is, bless his heart, he's a good machine gunner because we put the time and effort into him. I beat that up, but it's important because we're setting up the story. I don't know why, y'all don't know why we do it. We've been doing it since we were little kids. When we don't think someone's as good as us, and we don't think that they hold themselves to the standards, and we're absolutely sure we're patting ourselves on the back. We're sure of what we hold ourselves to, and they don't stay as late at work. And I got my own problems out here. It's tough. I got to look out for number one. That's what they're telling me. And we start buying into that. I don't know why we do it, but that's called leaving someone behind, and it's setting them up for failure. I know we all got our own responsibilities, but in addition to that, you got other people. All right, so squad's getting set up. Here's how the mission goes down. Sergeant Watson and Doug come out of the briefing room, and Sergeant Watson has an aerial photograph of a building in downtown Mogadishu. I don't know how many third world countries y'all have flown over in your lifetime. For those of you who have, you can testify to this one for me. I've been over just about a bunch. Mogadishu, Baghdad, Tikrit, Ramadi, Kabul, Djibouti, from the air, and this is why I don't have a PowerPoint presentation, because I would take my little laser pen and show you, but I'm just going to say, from the air, every building in the third world looks like that. Okay. I got that right. And that's what Sergeant Watson holds out. A picture of a building from the sky. He throws it down on the ground. He circles it. He goes, all right, everybody huddle up. We're looking at it. He circles it with red ink. This is the target building right here. We're going in on the southwest corner. This way is north. Are there any questions? And that was it. That was our plan. Ready, break. And we're heading to the helicopter. Everybody knows exactly what's expected of them. We have a mission, we have a plan, we got locked and loaded, the helicopter's rotors are spinning, everybody knows exactly what they got to do. Nobody is running to the meetings or running out to the helicopter going, hey, that was just a swear. Should we have another meeting? Like, we should send out some emails, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, oh, no! If you've done these three fundamentals in advance, then when you get the call, all you really have to do is execute. So the planning process. We teach a leadership school out in Wyoming, and before we even go out into the woods and put a weapon into your hands, we take these CEOs and we sit down with them and we say, hey, what's your planning process? Do you have a planning process? Some of us have a good one. What are your contingencies? I'm not here to tell you all how to be better mental health providers. I don't know how to do that. I do know that there are plannings. There's 12 steps. That's a good planning process. And at the end of it, what it all comes down to is you got to know what your mission is. You have to be absolutely clear on what your mission is. I don't know what you guys, your mission is as the entire room, but when you wake up in the morning and you look yourself in the mirror, what is your mission? Are you clear on who it is you want to be? Because it makes all of our choices so much simpler when we know this is the person I am and this is what I'm here to accomplish. It keeps us from getting sidetracked. Have your mission statement. No, at least give me the 5 W's of what you want to be. Who, what, why, when, where. Figure it out and move towards that. And then once you start moving in that direction, we can always get better. We can always be better at what we do. We call it training in the military. Train as you fight as you train, because you're only going to be as good as you prepared yourself to be. But y'all, please don't get wrapped around the axle thinking this is these military special operations terminology. Coaches would have told us the same thing. Hey, you guys, we're going to play like we practice, so we're going to practice hard. And the pastor on Sunday, in one way or another, is going to come back to you with a message of, we will reap what we sow. You sow greatly, we will reap greatly. You go to counseling. You go in with these folks that you're working with. You're going to tell them, hey, you're going to get out of this what you put into it now. You got to want to be healed before you walk through these doors. Thank you for the courage to come through the doors, but you're going to get out of what you put into it. It's all the same thing. Planning and training alone will put you ahead of the power curve. But it all comes down to the third element of mission success, what it makes or breaks you, and that's you guys. It's the leadership. And again, I am not hammering the people on the top. I'm not saying that it's the senator and the CEO. None of those folks will tell you it's all them. Leadership at every single level. If that's the culture that we are creating, if we're trying to instill in our people that you are responsible for setting an example, and it's a big responsibility because people are counting on you, and we're asking you to hold yourself to that, then you are going to succeed, because most people don't do it. General Garrison has a job to do, that is true, he's an important guy. Colonel McKnight has a job to do, he's an important guy. Captain Steele has a job to do, he's an important guy. Lieutenant DeMassa, all the way down to Private David Floyd. David Floyd's not in charge of anybody. Let's get that out of our headspace that being in charge means leading. David's not in charge of anybody, but he can be counted on to set the example for others to follow, that I know we're firing on all cylinders. It comes down to the people, you, leadership. Instill it. Are we really instilling that? Or are we hoarding the information to ourselves, whatever it is that we're not doing to set that example and teach people how to lead? We're fantastic in the military at taking